Claw Warriors. Today is a good day for French fries. I got some French fries, and they were really good. I enjoyed them. I've been craving French fries. Although I feel like maybe I'm always craving French fries. I don't think that really goes away. So, yeah, got a pretty bad headache today. So I'm going to do Power Washer instead of Luigi's Mansion because I don't think I have the brain power to do Luigi's Mansion. I need the mindlessness of Power Washer. Braven, I went to Five Guys, but my god, are their fries expensive. It's kind of wild. Like, I saw this article where they're like, we raise our prices aligning with, like, the cost of, like, supplies, and I'm like, potatoes? Like, anyway. Oh! Thank you, Out of Context. Thank you so much. Gotcha Skins, thank you very much. I'm rejuvenated for the next minute. Reminder that, following, Out of Context's advice, I now have StreamElements, so, if you want to give any money, that's what, Out of Context used. And, yeah, Five Guys fries are good. They were just crazy expensive. I did not get the Cajun fries. What went silent? Did I go silent? Sorry, I'm pretty out of it. Anyway, sorry if my mic went out. So, let's review the schedule today. Yeah, they were expensive, but they were the most convenient location for me. McDonald's fries aren't vegan, because they make them with, like, beef powder. Which is probably why they're so good. Mondays are gaming. That's today, huh? And then Tuesdays are cozy streams with Handcam and Gunpla. But this week, my big items from my LA Animate haul. So the bulk of the money went to these big items that I will be showing you tomorrow on camera. Wednesdays, class with Dr. Export. Finally starting up again on the new topics now that I'm done with my eating disorder program. So it will be history of medicine and pharmaceuticals. And then Thursdays are gaming. Still planning to finish up Luigi's Mansion. I don't want to leave it half done. And then Friday, Nikkei Impressions. Marius, that's probably part of why, because I think that's part of why they're different. Like, they have that taste that other ones don't. I don't think other places do that. You have your own movie, Braven. I did not see that. Anybody have thoughts on Celine Alt as the next banner announcement? Soline, not Celine. I said it like Celine Dion. All right. So continuing with the bungalow. And I'll go for as long as I can. See, hopefully my headache... I took some medicine for the headache, so hopefully it will be getting better. What's CFA, Rigginss? California Flight Academy? Yeah, I'm not... I was gonna say, I'm not surprised you were surprised. That's a great sentence. Yeah, Gamma, that was, Oh, wow. Wait, what? I already did this much? Wow. That was fast. Whoops, whoops, whoops! No! Ah! That's not what I meant to do. I'm trying to... Tab? Why is this happening? Celine, that's funny. Oh, thanks, Braven, for 6 months of Prime! Wait, who's gonna tell me what CFA is? Did someone say that yet? Rigginss, what's CFA? Is that like in a different state? Isn't Tab supposed to show me the dirty spots? Why is Tab not working correctly? I think maybe my Alt key is stuck, maybe? Come on, you. I want to be able to see where it's dirty. Oh, Chick-fil-A. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't really do Chick-fil-A because, I mean, I don't do fast food that much in general except for fries. And there's not really anywhere There's not conveniently located. There's not that many Chick-fil-A's actually in this area, now that I think about it. I only know of one. But there's probably more than one. I know my nephew used to really like Chick-fil-A when he was a toddler. I don't know if he goes anymore, because they're in a different area now. He used to like to get Chick-fil-A. So cute, back before he could, like, talk really clearly. I remember one time we were going through, In-N-Out drive-through, and I'm asking him, like, what do you want? And he was, like, 18 months to 2 years. He goes, Hadaba. And he's in the back, and he just keeps saying, Hadaba, Hadaba, Hadaba. And I'm like, what the fudge? He was saying hamburger. I taught him how the sign, American Sign Language for hamburger, and after that it was much clearer for me to know when he was saying hamburger. What exceptions do I make, Braven? Do you mean, like, what things do I treat myself to that are non-vegan? Every once in a while. So if I'm at a party, I will eat non-vegan. Because I'm not gonna, like, show up at a party and be like, oh, you don't have vegan food? Well, I just won't eat anything and make everybody uncomfortable. But I also don't want anyone, like, inconveniencing themselves making vegan food for me. So if I'm at a party, I'll eat vegetarian, like, you know, pizza or whatever. And then every once in a while, I'll treat myself to Costco pizza, because that's like my number one weakness. I freaking love Costco pizza. That's one of the only. I don't typically do milkshakes, Braven, because the vegan, and also I have to be careful because my stomach is pretty sensitive. So even with the pizza, I gotta be careful with that too. Maybe it'll be better now that I'm eating more, though. My digestion should be better. Oh, Sapling Turtle, that's a good idea. I keep forgetting. I've heard they do the frozen pizza, but I keep forgetting. I try to, like, I don't go to Costco too often because there's too many good things I'm going to end up wanting to buy. I go to Costco mostly just for the pizza, K-Chim, because I don't trust myself. It would be a rough life if Snow White was vegan. I mean, she'd mostly be eating... Well, if she was following my rules, she wouldn't even eat fungus, so, slime? I don't know. What would she eat? Grass? Oh, that's good, Marius. I know it's hard, chips or something. I do okay with French fries, but chips, I have to, like, be really careful with, because I'll just go nuts on chips, so I almost never buy myself chips. Damn, that's a good price. Well, that's... Oh, that confused me. That message popping up. Well, I know Costco has, like, really kept their prices down much more than other places. Which... is very, you know, different. The other thing I'll treat myself to sometimes is I'll let myself have pancakes. There is a place that has vegan pancakes that I really like. But last time I went there, they were like half the size they used to be, but the same price. And like they were so freaking small. They were like, what do they call them? Dollar pancakes? And it was like 2 of them. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I was so mad. It was crazy. I would have preferred if they raised the price. It would, obviously I wouldn't want to pay more, but I would want to at least get the same amount of food if I'm going to treat myself. So, because, you know, making pancakes at home never tastes the same. It just does not hit the same. I have a weakness for diner pancakes. Silver dollar. Thank you, Rigginss. Ah, that's funny, Braven. That's what I do with my onion pancakes. For my soy sauce. When I add the soy sauce, that's how I did it as a kid. Poke it so it'll absorb soy sauce. Yeah, Gamma, I was so mad because I'd been there many times before and it had always been, like, delicious and good. Like, you know, diner pancakes are, like, a pretty good size usually, right? And so then when I got it, and I think I got it to go, and I opened the box and I was like, what the hell is this? I was so mad. Onion pancake. Yeah, they're savory pancakes. Raven, I know, everybody always reacts like that. They're green onions, so you might see them called a scallion pancake. They're very delicious. They're savory, not sweet. Anyone ever had a Dutch baby, also known as an onion pancake? I mean, also known as a German pancake? Never had one. I'm not sure if I'd like them, though, because I don't like things that are too eggy. I mean, besides being vegan, even back when I wasn't vegan, I don't like things where I can taste the eggs. I've always been very, like, I've always hated quiche. I'm very sensitive to egg taste. And now more so because I'm vegan, so I'm, like, even less accustomed to it. But while I was... Oh, that's what you mean, Braven. I was like, the heck is he talking about? When I was visiting my brother, I ate vegetarian. Well, vegan when I could, but I did have pancakes. And I had a cinnamon roll. Oh my gosh, the cinnamon roll was so freaking good. Love cinnamon rolls. Some of the, like, Pillsbury-style cinnamon rolls are vegan. But obviously, they are not of the same quality. It was like a nice restaurant in the cast iron mini pan. I know what you're trying to do there, out of context. What's the matter, baby? Has anyone had a Dutch baby? Not a lot of places serve them because they take a long time. So usually on the menu it'll say, please allow 30 minutes or something like that. So I've only been to a few places that even serve them. But I went to one recently that served them, so it made me think of it. I love diner pancakes. Although there was this one place I went to a couple months ago for pancakes, and I saw that the syrup they were giving wasn't real maple syrup. It was just like sugar-free corn syrup stuff, and I was like, ugh. No wonder, it's so weird. By the way, Gotcha Suffering comes out tomorrow for everyone. Tier 3 members, what did you think? French toast is good. I've actually made some really good vegan French toast, believe it or not. It's actually not that difficult. The difficult part is actually the bread, because you want a good, thick, like brioche-style bread. And that's actually the harder part. The rest is actually pretty doable. I discovered a good way to do it, but the bread is harder to come by. I think Trader Joe's has a vegan brioche, but you want to make sure it's a nice thick slice. I think maybe Sprouts is where I got it. My tab button working yet? I'm scared to try. Anybody see the window flash? I don't remember seeing it flash. I'll make it for you out of context, but I don't think it's going to taste very good by the time it makes it to you. There we go. Yes, exactly. Agree. Sapling turtle. It's got to be good, thick. Challah French toast is good, too. You ever had challah French toast? I made that once when I had some... Well, I think this was during COVID, so, like, obviously I was doing a lot of baking. And I made some challah... This was before I was vegan. I made some challah from scratch. Then I made some French toast with that. I made some crazy good cinnamon rolls, too, because obviously I got into sourdough like the rest of the planet. And I made some sourdough discard cinnamon rolls, and they were crazy good. Cooking stream? Honestly, I'm totally down for a cooking or baking stream. It's just the logistics of it are tricky. Do you think I could train... I definitely can't trust the cat to hold the camera, because she would think it was hilarious to knock it down. Can I train the dog to hold the camera? I'm not confident. Yeah, see... Sapling, I have to just, like, avoid... I never buy soda. Because I get addicted... It's the fizziness that I get addicted to. But I don't like the seltzer waters that are, like, not sweetened. Like, that's just gross. But, like, once I start having soda, I want the fizzy all the time. So I just have to, like, never get it. A helmet, yeah, that would probably make the audio bad, though. Not that I have tried that. No, I wouldn't want to make pancakes, though. I'd want to make something else. Oh, well, that's good, Braven. That's interesting it burns your nose, because I feel like that's, like... You must be more sensitive, because I feel like when you're a kid, you have that reaction. Or maybe you just never desensitized to it, which is good. No, what we would do, if we did a baking stream, we'd do a 3-day stream of me making croissants. Croissants and garlic knots. My vegan garlic knots are very good. Yeah, that's good, Braven. That's a good thing. Don't do it. I came from a big soda drinking family, so... I basically was born desensitized to the fizz. Oh, thanks, Zebrin, for cheering 100 bits! Yeah, we had way too much soda in my family. Like, they started giving us soda, like, literally as babies. Like, we were the kind of family that would like soda in the baby bottle kind of thing. Was that just a 90s thing, or is that just my family? Yeah, garlic. I love making garlic knots. Oh, you know what else is fun to make is pretzels. You do you boil it in the baking soda to get that extra chewiness. I'll do croissants, and then while the croissants are a 3-day process, and then while those are getting ready, I'll make pretzels and garlic knots. That would be fun. I've always really wanted to get into decorating cookies, like with royal icing. Like, you ever seen the videos online of people doing like the super fancy? Yeah, I do think it was to some extent a 90s thing. Like, I feel like 90s, they were so worried about fat because that was like the big health thing back then, was like, fat. And so like nobody worried about sugar. They're like, replace your fat with sugar. It's always interesting to see generationally, like, what the big health thing is. Because then I remember when my parents started doing Atkins, and even though I was, like, a kid, I was like, that sounds questionable. Don't you need carbs? And, of course, yes, you're right, Braven. You are absolutely right. But, people jump onto fads. And I don't think the average person is super well educated about nutrition, unfortunately. I think it needs to be taught a lot more in schools. So I don't know how well the average person can read a nutrition label. Besides the calorie part. It's a baby bottle pop. So it made me think of sugar. Yeah, I do think fads are a big issue, Rigginss, and the media, because the problem is they just like, research comes out and then the media is like, this is what it said. And, like, most of the time, if I go and I read the actual research, I'm like, that is actually not what it said. So it's, media's always peddling BS. They just want you to watch. They don't care if it's actually benefiting you or harming you. There's something else. What was I gonna say? Do you ever hear, like, I heard this thing, I haven't checked if it's confirmed to be true, that, like, apparently the American food pyramid that they had for I don't know how long was actually, like, total BS and was, like, influenced by different markets, like the dairy industry and, like, different industries pushing. That's why, like, in the 90s, they were, like, so obsessed with milk. My mom was always trying to shove milk down my throat. Oh, that's so nice out of context. That's really sweet. I hope you had a good visit. Yeah, okay, Jim. No, out of context, I was showing my brother some of the clip videos you've made. So it was a good way to be able to, like, show him. I don't expect him to go watch ours. Caves, the cheese caves, yeah, that's right. Buy your bottle pop. Well, the new thing is the whole protein obsession, which drives me crazy because, like, it really feeds into my eating disorder. Like, that's part of, like, how I started to get so bad is because, like, I started obsessing with, like, high protein and low calories, and that actually, like, really messed up my body. Because there's just a lot of people insisting that you just need insane amounts of protein, and it's just not true. It actually can harm your body because you're not made to process that much protein. But now they've got, like, protein water, protein cold foam. What was the thing I saw recently that was, like, high protein? I was like, oh my god, gross. But it's just, like, a big influencer thing these days. And these influencers are usually not nutritionists. Why? What, Braven? Why did it mess me up? Because I was doing low calorie and high protein, and so it damaged my metabolism by causing me to, like, over metabolize. Basically, it put me into ketosis, essentially, which is not super good for you, especially since I wasn't doing it on purpose, so I wasn't, like, doing it in a way that was at all healthy. Gamma, do you do, like, those lactase tablets? I've heard of those. For, like, helping you to be able to drink milk. I get hella fiber, Rigginss, actually. That's the one thing I do get plenty of. I am probably one of the few people that does. Although, I wasn't eating enough calories, so I don't know quite how that works out. Ah, DM! Thanks for 9 months on YouTube! Oh, 2 minutes applause being a fangirl. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Weight loss stuff is very, very hard. It's very tricky to find the balance that's healthy. It's challenging. I love quinoa. I just love grains. I've never met a grain I don't like. See, it doesn't taste like dirt to me, Sapling. It's funny. It's like I actually, or maybe it does, but I just like it. Because another grain I really like is amaranth, which does taste like dirt. Or like grass. And I love it. I eat it plain. I don't know what my problem is, but I've always just loved plain grains. Lactase. Yeah, so that's the enzyme that digests lactose. ASE, ASEs are for the oses. And there's different brands where you can buy the enzyme so that it helps your body break down the lactose and not cause you pain, so you can digest it. Yeah, barley, especially barley soup, Rigginss. I tried to do barley for breakfast once and that was disgusting. I regretted that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Recipes, I can teach you what I learned in eating disorder school. Because I did learn a lot about metabolism and nutrition. Like, I already knew a lot, but there were specific things that I did not know. Like, I did not know about the harm that super high protein can do to you. And I did not know... There's a lot I didn't know about metabolism. Oh yeah, barley tea. I've been wanting to buy some like really good teas because I had this really good high quality jasmine silver tip and I gave it to my sister because I was like, I'll get more, but then I haven't had a chance to get more and I'm really missing it. And I bought some like Twinings green tea and I'm like, this is shit. It's not as good. So I love barley tea and I want some good high quality jasmine silver tip. Yeah, I love barley and lentil stew. That sounds delicious. I see your request. Okay. Consia. Well, hello. Hello there. Professionals have standards. You've never had lentils, Rigginss. There's so many kinds. I usually do brown lentils, but there's a lot of kinds. There's beluga lentils, which are black. There's red lentils, yellow lentils, green lentils, brown lentils. Which ones are French lentils? I don't know. I have a lot of lentils because they're a very good vegan protein. And they're not like overpowering if you add them to something. I mean, yeah, basically, Rigginss. I think they're technically a pulse. Is that right? Because there's beans, legumes, and pulses. I'm not entirely clear on what a pulse is. But I know I read about them. Beans, legumes, pulses. Baby bottle pop. There's a baby bottle pop. Yeah, that's right. It's a pulse. Yeah, recipes. It's like, I think that's what the categories that lentils are in is a pulse. But I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure. Beans, legumes, and pulses. Although I don't know what the definition of a legume is either. I've never been clear on that. They're just all beans to me. So, you know. Oh, I'm excited because my outfit finally arrived. So I'd wanted like a cute winter lounge outfit, but because I'm short, usually the pants don't fit me. Like, wide leg lounge pants are really in right now. And the problem is the inseam is usually like literally 6 inches too long for me. Because I'm short. That's the thing about petite stuff, is it's never short enough. And so I ordered this back in August. It was like my special treat for myself. And it came from Ukraine, because a lot of the good clothes on Etsy come from Ukraine. And it came and arrived early September, and then was stuck in customs for over 2 months. Because apparently they were really worried about this shirt and pants. And it finally arrived today, and I am wearing it right now. Jack Tricks, the problem is, when it's that much of it has to be hemmed, is it messes up the shape of the pants, in my experience. So, like, if it was, like, 1 inch, it would be fine. But, like, for flares, for example, if you have to hem, like, 6 inches, they're not the right shape anymore, and they look stupid. It sucks. So, like, that's the issue I've had, is, like, they need to be, like, custom shaped to fit my tiny legs. It's very inconvenient. Again, if it was like 1 inch. See, I used to do that when I was a kid in like high school, as I would get them hemmed, but then the shape was all off and they looked really stupid. Pulses. Ah, yes. Ah, excellent. Recipes got the answer for us. Not all lentils are pulses, not all pulses are lentils. Yeah, out of context. They're like, this can't be for a real human being. They're like, this doesn't make any sense. This is insane. I'm like, you guys, you're hurting my feelings. I used to hate this thing my mom would do. If I ever, like, complained about my body or said something negative, she would say, but I worked so hard on you when you were in my tummy. And I always really hated it because I was like, great, so now I get to feel guilty as well as ashamed of my body. Wonderful. Glad you made this about you. I think she maybe thought it would be uplifting, but it was not. Hey, Thug! We're just talking about beans, legumes, and pulses. As one does. Really bugs me that I can't reach around there. No! So annoying. I don't want to have to move. Night, Zebrin. I hope you get good sleep. I don't know what that's like, but I'm hoping for it for you. Oh, Charlemagne, you're here! That's a really good point, Charlemagne. You talking about Garrick with the pants? See, that would be awesome to have the clothes replicated to, like, your exact body. They just, like, do a scan of you and all your clothes are perfect. It's every non-average height or size person's dream. Because I imagine, you ever see, like, a really tall girl, and for her, I'm like, man, it must be really hard for you to find clothes, too. Solidarity. Oh, yeah, AB, were you not here for the sleep stream? I have 4 different sleep disorders. It's the worst. Sorry, Charlemagne. It just works best with my work schedule, so I get a little bit of... Because some days I don't get home till, like... Well, usually not later than 5:30 these days, but some... Occasionally as late as 6, and so... I prefer to have a bit of a break. Raven, for Snow White, I would like one that's not the leaked design. She needs her poncho. It's key. It's her comfort item. Can I climb on the roof, you think? That'd be cool, right? Oh yeah. Oh, thanks Thanks Step Dragon for subscribing on Twitch. Reminder, you can use your Amazon Prime free Twitch subscription to subscribe to me on Twitch. Assuming you have not used it for... Ah, it's still doing it. Damn it. For someone else. Is it a copper roof, or were you just talking... Were you seeing the, what you call it? Don't fall down. I'm having such a good time. See, I could never do this in real life because I'm afraid of heights. Having a ball. So it's good that I'm not tall, because then I'd be scared, right? Oh, thanks, Step Dragon. Appreciate it. I'm glad you like it. Always happy to hear that. My cat and dog are always very positive about it. The tab button not working is really gonna hold me back. Da, da, da. Having such a good time. That's true, Charlemagne. You never know. There's fake stuff all the time. You ever see when people do those fake movie posters and so many people think they're real? Like, I saw a fake one. Someone was sharing on Facebook months ago a fake Fern Gully movie live-action poster, and I was like... I Googled it, and it immediately was like, yep, fake. And I'm like, why do people not Google if things are real or not? Maybe it's a generational thing, because the person was older than me. But sometimes I feel like certain generations don't understand how quickly you can find out those things are fake. Oh, and by the way, did you see the first... The first images of the Legend of Zelda live-action movie? Anybody see that? Oh yeah, the fake movie trailers. Yeah, I hate those. Why did? I don't have a problem with someone making it as long as they're clear that it's fake. You know what I mean? So many people think it's real. Oh, I also saw a little teaser for the live-action Moana movie. I did not expect that to be so soon. Apparently July 10th. The image for Legend of Zelda is just a picture of the two actors, but it looks good. The two actors they got for Link and Zelda look good. Is it real syrup, Shadowhog? I like my pure maple syrup, pure dark maple syrup. Delicious. It does cost more though, but I don't go through it quickly, so I figure it's okay. They usually use it as a honey substitute. Yeah, I'm with you there, Sapling. I hate the live action bad. It's the worst. Yeah, K-Chum, I'll put it up at the end of stream if you remind me. Yeah, I heard they're still... So I had heard after Snow White that they were canceling the live-action Rapunzel. But then recently I read that they actually are going through with it. Which, I don't know. You guys know I love Pascal, so I'm scared what a live-action will do to Pascal. I thought Abu was so creepy in Aladdin, the live-action. Oh, and the Little Mermaid live-action. I saw that one because I was on a plane to Europe. So I didn't have anything better to do. And, wow. Flounder and Sebastian were deeply unsettling. Like, yeah, this is why live action is not a good idea. It wouldn't actually be cute. Oh yeah, I love Tangled, Sapling. Only way I would ever see the live-action Tangled is if I'm on a plane to Europe again. Which I might go to Scotland in the summer, so maybe that will happen. Wait, but Tangled won't be out by then. So, never mind. Yeah, out of context. Well, what someone was saying to me is part of the reason is, like, even though these movies lose money, they need to, like, be able to keep people employed at the studios and everything, and that's why they just keep churning them out. Hello, I'd like to speak to money. Don't stop me now. There was a movie I, like, randomly got the urge to watch. What was it? It was something super random. That's gonna bug me, because now I don't remember, but it was like a random 90s movies, I want to say. And I suddenly just, like, got an urge to watch it. I think maybe I saw a clip of it online. Of course, I've got my seasonal movie watching to do. I always watch It's a Wonderful Life. And I always watch Jingle All the Way. And While You Were Sleeping. And then... depends on how bored I am, what else I watch. Because then I might also watch... The Santa Claus and Home Alone and Miracle on 34th Street. And the Santa Claus 2 and 3. Depends again on the boredom. Charlie Brown Christmas is obviously one of my top ones. I don't like to watch it alone. I prefer to watch it when I'm with my family. What else? Sometimes I watch Holiday Inn. Yeah, I love Jingle All the Way, Sapling Turtle. That was traditional when we were kids. I think my nephew's old enough to watch it this year, but I don't know if it'll entertain him. I feel like entertainment, like, I feel like it took a lot less to entertain kids back before, like, the internet was what it is now and, like, cell phones. Because I feel like now kids have much higher expectations for entertainment. Where it's like, I don't know, we would just watch, like, that, those screensavers of just, like, the fireworks for an hour. Just play in the mud. My sister and I used to make houses for the fairies. And I remember one time we were trying to make a swimming pool for the fairies by, like, digging a hole for them. Out of context, believe it or not, I've actually never seen the Star Wars Christmas special. I'd never heard of it when I was a kid. I don't know how. I mean, we didn't do a lot of, like... What year did the Star Wars Christmas special come out? Oh, yeah, that's true, recipes. I usually do a Harry Potter rewatch. And they used to, back when I lived at home and we had, like, cable or whatever, they used to always do Firefly on the Sci-Fi Channel at Christmas. So now I kind of associate that with Christmas. Even though it has nothing to do with it. I try not to rewatch that too often because there's so few episodes. I like to keep them kind of fresh. And there's Harry Potter. What else? Sometimes I'll watch The Holiday. But I hate Cameron Diaz's storyline. It's the worst. The Kate Winslet storyline is good, so I enjoy that. Yeah, I think it did come out before the 90s. I think it must have come out in like the 80s or maybe early 90s. You know, Shadowhog, I don't think I've seen the Jim Carrey Grinch all the way through. Oh, came out in 1978? Wow. Yeah, so long before I was born. You're talking about Jingle All the Way, Gamma. Yeah, it's actually true, Shadowhog, about... Or Kaiser, about kids having the poor attention spans. Actually, they're finding adults are having a lot of problems with attention span and memory. And I'm certain it's related to the... Like, there's no doubt that it's related to phones and social media and all that. But it's actually impacting adults significantly. Like, adults that are much too young for memory problems. Like myself. And I hate CoComelon. Like, I get that kids are gonna get screen time, but CoComelon is designed to rot your child's brain. Literally. It's on purpose. Very upsetting. Uh-oh, I got hit by the sleepiness. I hate it. Ugh. Butt hurts too. Hold on, guys. Ooh. AB, I've only seen Die Hard once, I think. Oh, but did I tell you guys what I saw when I was visiting? Oh, Glitchy Twitchy. First, let me answer that question. So it's a YouTube channel for kids, and they literally did the people who've made the show literally did studies to figure out how to keep your kid maximum hooked on it so that they don't break away. So it causes serious problems because kids literally get addicted to this show. And it severely impacts... I mean, in general, screen time's not great, but this, like, is particularly bad. So it really impacts their mood, their attention, their emotional regulation, which excessive any... Like I said, excessive any screen time does that, but this show is designed for your child to want it in excess, basically. Yeah, it's messed up. It is seriously messed up. Anyway, I was gonna say, oh, so I don't remember if I told you guys when I was visiting my brother, I saw the Kingsman movies. Anybody seen those? I loved it. I honestly, Glitchy Twitchy, I would say there's similarities, but in a lot of ways, CoComelon is worse. Because they've literally designed it to have you to have the kids not break away. So it's like, it's targeting children, and it also is like, it's basically like flashing lights, colors, songs, like, so it's not like, there's no dialogue, you know? It's just purely like brain rot. Yeah, Jack Tricks, that was my first time seeing Kingsman, and I loved it. The first and the second. I would put them in my top 15 movies. I loved them. I already liked Taron Egerton because he was, he played Elton John in Rocket Man, which I enjoyed. I thought Rocket Man was way better than, Bohemian Rhapsody, even though I love Queen. Oh yeah, oh god, Gamma. See, I'm not surprised, as that's the thing, is it when you take them off the Cocomelon, it's literally causing their brain to like have withdrawal type symptoms and freak out. So they're not being a brat. People see it and are like, oh, what a brat. And it's like, no, their brain is freaking out right now and it's not their fault. I did not watch that one yet, Rigginss. That was like the King. What was that one called again? The Kingsman? My brother said that one was not as well received. Because it wasn't, they tried to make it too serious. I don't know. What did you think? That's the one up I still need to see. Oh, you didn't like it, Charlemagne? How come? Do. You still enjoyed it? Okay. Oh, you thought it was good? Okay, I'll definitely give it a watch. I don't remember if my brother saw it or not. I just remember he said it wasn't as popular and he thought that's why they didn't make a 3. Because apparently they were supposed to make a Kingsman 3 and they did not, which is a bummer. Especially because how long has it been now? I don't even know when those movies came out. Because it hasn't been that long. Plus, I feel like Colin Firth, I feel like they still have a good setup for it. Yeah, Kaiser, you know, a lot of parents are turning to 90s TV, 90s cartoons for their kids because they are supposed to be less stimulating, which I don't know if there's any studies on that, but I think, like, anecdotally, I think you can kind of see how that would be the case. Because they're more about, like, generally what I recommend to parents is, like, if you're going to do screen time, try to stick to, like, a plot. You know, something with a plot, a beginning, middle, end, dialogue, you know, so that it's not just, like, purely to numb their brains, but actually has something going for it. Oh, my sister told me my nephew started recently watching Recess, and he loves it. And I was like, ah, excellent. Excellent. Oh, I was almost going to say what Randall says, but that, I'm not going to say that. Tender. Where'd Charlemagne go? I wanted to hear why Charlemagne didn't like it. Yeah, see, Jack Tricks, that's why I like, I like both of them because they're the comedy action. I don't like action that's, like, super serious usually, unless it's, I do like Dark Knight, so that's kind of contradictory, I guess. But, like, especially these days, I'm kind of, low tolerance for anything stressful. So I really enjoy just, like, the comedy action of it. And just, like, silly. You know? I don't like too serious of action, usually. And I don't like too action-y, like, where it's just non-stop, you know? Scandalous. Yes, man. That was such a great show. There's one episode my sister and I never saw. It's the one where TJ and Spinelli are supposed to try to kiss. And we never saw that because, you know, back in the day, they just cycled them kind of randomly. And then I remember there was one day where that episode was on and we were like, oh my God, finally, the time has come. We are finally, it's literally the only episode we've never seen. We're like, finally, time has come. We will get to see this episode. But my mom made us leave to go to our karate class. And we were like, Mom, please, no, you do not understand how much more important this is. Karate class will be there another day. This episode, we never know when it will come again. See, I think we had better delayed gratification when I was a kid because we just had to freaking wait. And that was literally, we never saw it again. It's like the network knew. Oh yeah, Gamma, aren't there two, am I crazy or are there two Christmas movies? Because there's like the Christmas special one, right? Recess. And then there's like the School's Out one, right? Oh shoot, I didn't have my thing on. Recipes, my band. Hold on. Did I just get a text? Oh no, it's the buzz. Oh, you thought it was, gotcha, Charlemagne. I could see where you would get that. There were a few lines that there was one line in particular in the first one that I was like, ugh, that seems totally out of place. So there were some things in it, Charlemagne, that I would agree with, like, were kind of unnecessary. Like, I didn't feel like it added to it and was kind of vulgar, and I was like, that seems unnecessary. And I don't like it when things do that. So I can see where you're coming from there. What? Out of context, it's funny that you say that, because that sounds exactly like something my mom would do, because she was obsessed with she wanted me to never be aware of how babies were made. Just me. My sister and brother got to know, but my mom wanted to make sure I never found out how babies were made. So she was, yeah. So I wasn't allowed to watch Boy Meets World, because it was too sexual. Full House, too sexual. Basically anything. Same thing with the Sailor Moon. Not sexual, but the girls were too interested in boys. So it was like, okay. Yeah. Literally only with me, though, out of context. She did not have the same strictness with my siblings. She really overprotected me. Yeah, I completely agree with you, Charlemagne. She restricted so many random things. Especially, I think the weirdest was the Sailor Moon one. Oh my god, that's so scary, Rigginss. I've never even seen those movies still. There's so many movies that came out that I haven't, like, when I was too young to see them, so I just have never seen them. Yeah, basically, Thug. She was gonna have me be like one of those Bridgerton girls. That's always the thing on Bridgerton, is they don't know, and then they get married, and they're like, oh my goodness, I never knew. Which, probably realistic, but it's a little bit of a ridiculous trope in the show. But yeah. Yep, even Boy Meets World, and it was so frustrating. I wanted to see it. Oh my god, Glitchy Twitchy. It was so embarrassing in high school, because, like, people would make jokes, like a That's What She Said joke, and I would just stand there not getting it. And then everyone would be really uncomfortable because I didn't get it. And they're like, and I'm like 16, and it's like, definitely should have been able to get it. And they would just be like, do you want us to explain it to you? And I was like, no, that's okay. I'll just find out someday, I guess. Yeah, what's with that, Charlemagne? Like, I feel like luckily I didn't get soap in the mouth, but I got a lot of different treatment than my siblings, and it frustrated me a lot. My mom, like, really restricted me a lot. Yeah, Jack Tricks, it was so embarrassing, because they'd all be like, ah, ha, 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 and I'm just standing there, like, with a confused, like, pensive look on my face, trying to figure it out, because, like, she kept it hitting to me to a disturbing degree. Like, she's lucky something bad didn't happen to me because of confusion. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not really. I saw some episodes. Mostly when I was older. What was that? Whoa! I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, my mom was, like, really strict with me, like, with dating in a way that she wasn't with my sister. Like, she just, like, super, super controlling. Oh my gosh. Yikes, Rigginss. That's upsetting. I did see that in high school because it was in a class. I think we had to get permission slip signed. It was weird, too, because my sister's a few years younger than me, but she knew more than me. And I'm like, wait, how the hell do you know? So confused. That's nice, Glitchy Twitchy. Glad to hear someone enjoyed high school. I don't feel like most people say they did, so I'm glad that you did. Oh my god, you saw it when you were 5? Which episode was it, Jack Tricks? House was so good until they got rid of the original team, and then it started going downhill. The funny thing though is like my mom would be super controlling, but then she'd like let us watch Simpsons all the time from like birth. And it's like, that seems like a weird thing for a toddler to be watching. So I'm like, can you please be consistent? Because this is confusing. Oh no. Is that weird? Oh yeah, is he still in Chicago Fire? Is he still hot? Yeah, K-Chim, but I don't know that it's appropriate viewing for a toddler. Yeah, high school was not good for me either, Kaiser. It was, not really my peers' fault too much. I mean, partially, but it was more stuff going on in my home was the bigger issue. Rigginss, that's so funny. Opposite. Excellent. That's good to hear, recipes. Stupid men and they're aging well. I resent it. I feel like men look really good until like around their 50s. And that's when they start to look old. At least that's what I've observed with the actors. Sometimes even older. Oh, Tom Welling. I only got to see a little bit of Smallville because of when it was on. It was usually not convenient time for me. But, oh, I remember when they had Green Arrow on it. I thought he was so hot. It's true, Charlemagne. Young Harrison Ford is really something to behold, Sapling. I hope that for you too, Marius. I hope I age like... Who's that one actress? Oh, the Topanga actress. I forgot her real name. Danielle Fishel. She looks freaking amazing. I was blown away. Gabrielle Union. She looks really good too. Hopefully I'll age like them. Good luck, Charlemagne. You can do this. I actually haven't seen that one, Recipes. I actually am not well versed in Harrison Ford movies. Mostly only seen, well, obviously Star Wars, and then I've seen Sabrina. I saw that movie that I did not care for with Paul Bettany, Firewall? Is that what it's called? And... what else have I seen? Yeah. Halle Berry does look really good too, yeah. Jelly. I had a nightmare the night that I had a bunch of gray hairs, and I was trying to pluck them, but then I was like, no, there's too many! I was very relieved when I woke up later and was like, oh yeah, that's not real. I have seen Indiana Jones. I forgot about that. I didn't see them until I was older, though. So they weren't, like, I didn't enjoy them as much, I think because I was older and not a kid. I think I would have liked them better if I saw them as a kid. Aw, Kaiser, that sucks. Sorry. No, I have not seen Blade Runner. Yeah, so I'm not well versed in Harrison Ford movies. You know, at one point they were gonna do a My Fair Lady remake, and it was gonna have Harrison Ford as Dr. Dolittle, but that never happened. Obviously. You guys, is that a kitty cat? Look, I feel like proportionally that cat is way too big. Is it me, or does that cat look ginormous? It's so cute. Well, what's still dirty then? I can't even check because the stupid tab isn't working. But I gotta head out pretty soon because I'm getting hungry. And I have to be feeding this body of mine. Well, I don't think... Personally, I don't think men look like... I feel like gray hair is fine on men. It just looks like... It's part of just, like, the aging well thing, whereas... Maybe women do look fine, but but society, like... I know very few women that have naturally let their hair gray, and obviously, like, actresses never do that. You know? Yeah, I struggle to make friends as an adult too glitchy twitchy. It's hard, and I never know, like, when a coworker, I'm like, are we friends now? Like, I can't figure it out. Yes, yeah, I agree with you, Sapling Turtle. Salt and pepper looks really good on men. Like, and George Clooney's been gray for, like, ever. But then I feel like it's, I don't know, it's not viewed the same. For women, or, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more pressure. Oh, thank you, AB. I appreciate it. Yes, I need to make sure I take my heart medicine. I did not know they were making... Yeah, it's gonna be bad. They just need... Marvel needs to stop. I love Star Trek. They need to stop with all the Star Trek content. Stop with all the Star Wars. Stop with all the Marvel. Stop with all the Star Trek. Just chill the F out. Foxy, yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Rigginss. That is true, Marius. We are all friends here. I will not spray the cat. I want to fall off the roof, though, because I know it won't hurt me, so that's just kind of fun. Whee! Actually, that almost made me feel sick. Oh my god. Whoa. Ugh, that made me sick, you guys. KCM, you want them to just keep making more and more Star Wars? I want them to slow it down and focus on quality. Ugh. Sorry, got hit by the sleepy again. Alright, so I'm gonna head out, but before that, let's take a look at the Zelda image I mentioned. And whoa, stop it. Working on it. You okay, Glitchy Twitchy? Working on that image. Charlemagne, I might watch it, but I think it would upset me too much to finish it, probably. It's very distressing to me when my my franchises are messed with. Oh, night, Consina. All right. So here it is. This is the images that were, excuse me, these are the images that, sorry, I don't know why I keep burping, got released. So it looks pretty nice, right? There's gonna be a lot of little girls that have a crush on him, just like when that Peter Pan movie came out. All right, so I'm gonna do Raven's request. Sorry, guys. Every story has an end. This is mine. No! All right. No, it's not playing now, K-Chim. I think these are the first images that have been released. That's a good point, Braven. That would actually be awesome. My head's doing pretty good, Jack Tricks, right now. I think the acetaminophen is kicking in, or has kicked in. And then I'm going to eat and make sure that I don't upset it. Yeah, they are. Charlemagne, I agree with you on that. They do look quite young. Yeah, Braven, you know, I just fear any of the stuff that comes out. You just never know. Never know. All right, reminder, Gotcha is Suffering comes out tomorrow morning. And Handcam tomorrow for the big items from my Animate LA haul. Woohoo! So, yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me tonight, friends. And I will see you tomorrow. Majram.